Good morning. Today I am getting ready for a holiday party, so I'm in my bare face right now, but your girl's gonna glam up later, and I got some cooking to do because the holiday party requests that we bring a couple of dishes per each person. So I am gonna be making Teeny's like viral mac and cheese today, and then also some Christmas crack cookies. It's like Christmas crack combined with chocolate chip cookie. Oh, my friend's a little sad. What's wrong? These are the presents, by the way, that I'm bringing because they're gonna be doing a white elephant gift exchange. So I used a big box to fake it, but he's having some issues right now. Would you like to tell the people what's wrong? Oh, I think he wants to go on the balcony. I'll let him on the balcony and then I gotta start cooking. The thing is, he likes to go on the balcony and then he cries and wants to come back in. So it's like a constant struggle with him, but let me put him out onto the balcony for like 1 minute and then let's start cooking. I'm gonna start with the cookies first, so let's get into it. Okay, let's start with the Christmas crack cookies. If you don't know what Christmas crack is, it's basically toffee with saltine crackers and chocolate, and it makes this really crispy, sweet and salty little tasty dessert. So I have some dough prepped. I bought the dough, and then yesterday I had made some toffee and I mixed it in there. I might have mixed it a little bit too much, so hopefully the cookies don't totally just melt. But let me grab the dough and show you what we're working with. Okay, here's the dough. So as you can see, I might have mixed the toffee brown sugar mixture too much in there. So I'm really hoping it doesn't melt. I did let it sit overnight, so hopefully it's like cool enough and everything. But I'm gonna roll it out into balls on the sheet pan. And then I'm gonna top it with my Christmas crack mixture that I made a while back ago, but I froze it so I could use it for these cookies. So let me grab that as well. Honestly, I love it just on its own. It's so good. When the first time I made it, I was honestly pretty obsessed, but right now it's pretty crumbly the way I have it in this bag. But if you can see, I have like the little saltine cracker and chocolate pieces here. Still good even frozen, but we're gonna use that as a topping. Y'all, I'm embarrassed to share, but the cookies were a complete flop. I tried a batch yesterday and I had the toffee and I put it in the middle and that turned out perfectly, but today, because I mixed the toffee mixture too much with the cookie dough, it just like melted all together. So I'm gonna show you. It's a total fail. I gotta redeem myself with the mac and cheese, but let me show you the cookie. Look at this mess. It still tastes good, mind you, but they just completely melted, and I'm gonna call it cookie brittle. Hopefully people will eat it. Hopefully it doesn't look too unappetizing, but that's what happens sometimes with baking, right? Baking is tricky, and don't overmix. I learned my lesson. I should have just let it be and use the chunks, but I was like, ooh, let me mix it in more, and it completely failed. So I'm a little bit sad, but now it's time to make the mac and cheese. I gotta redeem myself with that. So I'm gonna be using Teeny's viral mac and cheese recipe. I'll pop a little picture of what I mean right here. You've probably seen her on TikTok, that type of thing. I think she was also on like a cooking show, Iron Chef or something, but she's really famous when it comes to recipes and things like that. So I'm gonna be trying that mac and cheese. I've made it before. I can redeem myself with mac and cheese, I know it, but let's get started. First off, you need cheese, and she always says shred your own cheese. So I shredded the cheese yesterday. I got 4 like big blocks and then shredded them all. So this is all the cheese. I'm using a like sharp cheddar, a Gouda old cheddar, like white cheddar, and then it was like a smoked white cheddar, and then I'm also using mozzarella. So we got all the cheeses here. We're gonna use half and half in another bowl that you mix into the cheese sauce, and then half when you're layering the mac and cheese, you'll put it on. So I'm gonna separate the cheese after, because right now I don't really need to separate it. I'll just pop it into my sauce once I make it. But let's start making the noodles and the roux. For the noodles, I bought these tortiglioni. I don't know. I think she uses cavatappi. These look like it. They're kind of spirally, but not. I feel like it's the same thing, just maybe different name or brands. It looks like this. Same thing, right? We're gonna use this little spiral guy. So I'm gonna start boiling some water, get the noodles ready, and then work on the roux. Here is my water. I'm gonna turn the stove on. And I'm gonna slightly salt the water. I just feel like it helps, and sometimes I do use the pasta water. I don't think she uses it in her recipe, but sometimes I do like to save a little bit. So I'm gonna put a little bit of salt in the water and let this water boil. While the water is boiling, I'm gonna be combining my spices. So for the spices, we use a little bit of garlic powder, paprika, salt, pepper, and a little bit of mustard. So I ran out of Dijon mustard, it expired, but I have this mustard powder, so we're gonna put a little bit in there. But she says if you don't like mustard, you don't need to, but just a little bit to add a little kick to it, you know what I mean? So let's get the spices stirred up and let's start cooking. I'm just gonna go through this, but I will put the recipe down below so you can see, watch the video, try to make it yourself. But please let this turn out well, or else like I'm gonna have to go buy something and bring it to the party and then just be very sad. So let me get cooking this mac and cheese and let's get into it. The cheese sauce is coming together. It looks ooey gooey, and I got my noodles boiling. I got my pan prepped where I'm gonna put my mac and cheese soon. So in a little bit, I'm gonna combine the noodles once they're ready into the sauce, and then I will start layering the cheeses for the mac and cheese. I really hope this turns out good. So far, the cheese sauce is looking really nice and thick, which is exactly what I want. Okay, now I have my noodles cooked. It's getting steamy in here. I am gonna add them to my cheese sauce. Just gonna give it a good stir again. And then I'm gonna add my noodles in there. Yummy, yummy. I'm just using a chopstick because I hate when it gets too clumpy with the cheese. This time it does look a little bit more watery. I added more cream and stuff than what Teeny puts, but I like when mac and cheese is sometimes more watery, because sometimes it gets too thick and then I feel like you don't have the extra juices after. So this time I wanted to make it a little bit more watery to see how it would taste. So hopefully it's gonna turn out well. I'm gonna do a little taste test just to make sure the flavor's all right. Okay, I'm gonna do one little taste test. The flavor is spot on. Very garlicky, which I like. Hopefully everyone else will like, but let's start to layer it in the pan. Okay, here's the layering process. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a layer on the bottom first just to get some cheese on the bottom. So maybe it will like crisp up a little. I love when mac and cheese has like little crispy bits. So let's put a little bit on the bottom just to get some more flavor in there. There we go. Then we're gonna start layering the mac and then layering the cheese. Okay, y'all, I have the mac and cheese all ready. I'm so excited. It's this giant pan. I'm kind of scared to lift it up. Here we go. Okay, I can't really show you, but it's gonna be delicious. I'm gonna pop it in the oven and show you what the finished product looks like. Y'all, the mac is ready. The chives got nice and crispy. I'm gonna let it sit in the oven so it stays warm by the time I go to the party. But that's the mac right there. She does look tasty, and you know, I hope that people at the party like it. Now that I'm done cooking, it's time for me to get ready. I need a shower and do all the things. So yeah, that's mac and cheese. I did it I really hope it turned out well. But yeah, let's get ready and freshen up. I got all ready. Here's me in my little Christmas sweater. Let me show you. I'm not even a drinker. I don't even like beer. I just thought this sweater, like the colors were really cute. So that's why I got this sweater. Honestly, y'all, I don't really like beer at all. So this sweater, it was just cute vibes. Like I like the color, I like the touch of red, and yeah, it was just a cute sweater. Don't mind the logo, but here's how I look after getting ready. I'm ready for the Christmas party. I cannot wait. So hopefully my mac and cheese will be a hit. I named the cookie Brittle. Hopefully people will still eat it. If not, it won't hurt me because I totally messed up. But that's the vlog for today. I hope that y'all have a wonderful holiday season or new year, depending on when I post this. But thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, I would love if you subscribe to my channel, join the Shell Squad, give this video a big thumbs up if you found the vibes, and turn the post notification bell. That way you get notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you next time. Bye!